At this point in time, everybody's seen that John Cena has turned heel, right? Y'all have seen that? Okay, now, if I remember correctly, and Kyrie's reminded me, that man said this would never happen. He has said that he would give the fans $1 million if it ever happened. I told you last night in my Elimination Chamber live watch along and all of my reactions, I want my money. Okay? I want a half in WWE shares, TKO shares, however you gonna get it. I want my money in shares, and then I want the other half tax free, a third in cash, and a third in my bank account. And don't worry about what I'm gonna do with it. I want my money. But that's neither here nor there, baby. Let me tell you something. All of this, everybody's like, it started at it started at the Royal Rumble. It started at the Royal Rumble in a press conference. No, it started at back at Bad Blood. It started back at Bad Blood. Let me tell you, it started back at Bad Blood. Okay, so walk with me, right? We're walking, we're doing a little brisk walk. We're not running, we're not sprinting. We're gonna walk to the point. It started back at Bad Blood. Now we all know Roman came back. He was trying to beat down on the new bloodline. It was every single turn. Okay, but we're not gonna rehash that, because he on PTO right now. So Roman told Cody when they decided to, the enemy of my enemy is not my friend. We just gonna team up for right now. At this moment in time, I finally have nothing to lose. This is no sweat off my brow. I don't have anything to lose. You, however, have everything to lose. And some other stuff like you in my way and everything. And eventually I'm gonna come back for my title. I don't have anything to lose. You do. So when we get to Bad Blood and they win, because they did, no credits are rolling, no little small print at the bottom of the screen that says Paul Levesque and whoever else helped direct and produce the show. No, copyright, WWE TKO logo in the corner, none of that. Because who came out? The Rock, the final boss, Dwayne, whatever we're calling him at this point. He like we call it the final boss, that's what we're gonna call him, right? He comes out and he goes 1, 2. We never get the 3. So now everybody's wondering, The Rock, John Cena, who's number 3? Who gonna be number 3? Now, people say they think Seth Rollins is gonna be number 3 because Seth Rollins. We'll get to that. We'll get to why they think he's number 3. He goes 1, 2. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody thought he was talking Roman Reigns. So when we get out of Bad Blood and we get to January 6th, The Rock comes out, welcomes everybody to the show. Tribal combat happens, and Roman wins, and he comes up with he puts the Ula Fala on Roman. He takes it from Paul Heyman and puts the Ula Fala on Roman Reigns, and recognizes that you are the tribal chief. I am the final boss. We'll leave it at that. We're family. So we move on, because it's just like, so what was that at Bad Blood? Everybody's wondering what it is at Bad Blood. If you're not going to attack Roman and start whatever the people want y'all to have, for that Clash of the Titans, what's going on? So 1, 2, thought it was Roman. We get to before Royal Rumble. John Cena declares himself for the Royal Rumble on January 6th. I said, and y'all go check this out, I have a YouTube short that says the story was always written. John Cena was never going to win the Royal Rumble. Shout out to Jey Uso. He was never going to win the Royal Rumble because they have been promoting him for the Elimination Chamber since October. What was in October? Bad Blood. But nobody listens to me. He declares himself for the Royal Rumble. He loses because, Jey, they got the fighting on the apron, and then Jey managed to get back in the ring. He wiggled himself back in and pushed that man off, and he's just looking like, I can't believe this. Now we got a tiny bit of hint of this man might be a heel, because we all thought when he came back in the ring and spun Jey around super quickly, like he was trying to play spin the Jey, that he was about to attack him, but he really hugged him. So he gets to the press conference and he basically let it be known in a roundabout way, not verbatim, I'm going to the Elimination Chamber. I'm going to win. I'm going to main event WrestleMania, and I'm going to get number 17. I'll be here later on, forever breaks 18, but in the back of his head, doubt anybody gonna break my record. That's probably what he was thinking. And he said, I'm doing what's best for business. This is what I'm going to do because it's best for business. It's right for me. It's right for the business. basically was going to catapult this business and make it even bigger than what it is off my back one more time for the one time as I'm on this retirement tour. It's for me to go to the Elimination Chamber, win it, go to WrestleMania, main event, win, become number 17, and break the goddamn record. That's what's best for business. And if y'all don't like it, y'all can basically kiss his, ASS. That's basically in a roundabout way of what he was saying. So we get to the he basically said at the elimination chamber, this is what I'm going to do. But before then, I had a movie to go film, so y'all got 7 weeks to talk trash about me. And they really didn't take all, the time to talk trash about him. Drew McIntyre said some things, but it's just like, baby, you obsessed with a few people, so they don't even hit saltine. Anyway, we get to the Elimination Chamber, and he's number 5 out of the pods, okay? CM Punk gets let out after him, but he's doing the normal John Cena stuff. He's just doing normal John Cena stuff. And not crazy. He don't eliminate anybody. Like, he don't pin nobody to eliminate them. It's him and, Drew gets eliminated by Damien. Damien gets eliminated by Redacted. CM Punk eliminates Redacted. He was doing the Lord's work. Shout out to Larry's daddy. Then you got Seth, CM Punk, John Cena, all fighting it out. To a point in time where Seth gets jumped by Cena and Punk. And it's like, oh God, get off of him. They tag team him. And then Punk, after the second tag team up on Seth, pins him. 1, 2, 3. Seth, you gotta go. Doors open. We never see Seth leave. Now, John and Punk fighting it out. Somehow Punk ends up on the ropes on the lower ropes, which allows, Seth to hit a curb stomp on him. And I'm wondering when Back to Bad Blood, where he did the Rock did the 1, the 2, we only got 2. Who number 3? Okay, who number 3? Some people think it's Seth Rollins. I just cost CM Punk this match like he said he would to allow John Cena to win, like he did, because he put the man in the STFU and Bailey choked. Let's call it, because he not moving at this point. And the whole time John is saying, I'm sorry. And Seth is screaming, die! I'm sorry, die! And it's going back and forth between the two. John Cena wins. He's going to WrestleMania. But that's what he told y'all. He told y'all he was doing that. Now, how did this man get past me? I will never understand how I wasn't, paying attention to all the signs. But that's neither here nor there. It's time for Cody to make his decision. Cody come out there and he like, me and you, WrestleMania. And John is like, this is what the people want, okay? He's hyping the people up. This is what they want. We're going to do it. We're going to do the big one. It's going to be babyface versus babyface. And it's like, oh, okay. We love to see it. We kind of figured this was going to happen. Me personally, I want John Cena versus Joe Hendry, but that's, neither here nor there, right? And then Travis Scott comes out. Don't know why he's here, but I guess, a friend of a friend of a friend called in a favor to allow him to come out here and do whatever he did. And then The Rock comes out. And now it's time for the decision. Cody, what you gonna do? Everybody's telling Cody no. I'm telling Cody Aries, Homelander Rhodes, no. Why? Because I renamed you, and I don't need you living up to your new middle name no time soon, okay? But after this, you will. Cody is basically like, I want it all. I want it all. I'm selling my soul. I want it all. And The Rock is like, okay, come into the fold. And Cody says, I sold my soul a long time ago to these people. I gave my soul to this ring, to these people. I don't need you. Go yourself. And John Cena is like, yes, this is what we want. Yes. Daps this man up, hugs him, as y'all can see in the corner, gives that, what's wrong with your eyes? Here go The Rock. And proceeds to beat out of Cody Aries, Homelander Rhodes. Kicked him in the family jewels. I said, now how you don't know him and his wife want to have more kids? That's just rude. And then brutalizes him. Everybody thought it was brass knuckles. I believe somebody said it was Cody's watch, like his father's watch that he used against him. Took the belt, like the title, and hit him once, but hit him twice, okay? Did a drive-by with the belt, not once, but twice. And then that belt, which on GP, off GP, Listen, Cody, you got to put hands on them just for the simple fact that your daddy's death date is on there. You don't play with people like that. Like, no joke. Don't play with nobody like that. Don't play with nobody like that. It might work in wrestling, but in real life, the people don't play like that. Proceeds to take the belt as Travis Scott is in the corner saging himself. You needed to sage the whole damn arena, but okay. And then John and Travis are holding Cody as The Rock proceeds to whip him with the belt with his father's death date on it with the words Cody's soul on it. They beat him down badly, ripped the shirt off, talking trash to him, saging him, taking the blood off his forehead, wiping it on the belt, doing all this stuff, and then proceeds to put his foot on that man's neck like I just conquered you. And just rejoicing and celebrating with security. Obviously, y'all don't get paid enough to come out here and stop this BS. But here we are. John Cena's a heel. At the press conference, he did a mic drop. He came out, had his little outfit on, picked up the mic, stoic. Dropped that bitch on the table, and then walked out. I was like, you mean to tell me I cut off Paul Levesque for this? I could have stayed watching the press conference if he was going to do all that. Now, that's the part I saw. The Rock, I can't even say it. I never thought I would see him become a heel, and I'm talking about John Cena. I never thought we would see him become a heel because he was like, he's not going to do it. But based off of how Paul Levesque, Triple H, Hunter was talking, this is what John wanted to do. John definitely could have went out as a babyface, as this babyface, this all-time babyface, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that. Could have went out as a babyface, but he wanted to go out as a heel. And listen, while I'm very upset and we riot at Dawn because y'all didn't have to do Cody Aries Homeland Roads like that, y'all did not have to do that man like that. While I am upset about how he was done, I can't not say this was like one of the greatest heel turns that I've ever been, able to watch live happen. While, because it was unexpected. You didn't think this was going to happen. Everybody, like, in the grand scheme of things, when they were talking about, well, who is going to turn heel or who's going to sell their soul to The Rock if Cody says no? John Cena wasn't in the conversations that I saw. It was Seth Rollins, CM Punk, maybe a Drew McIntyre, maybe, somebody unexpected, maybe one of the Bloodline members. That is what I was hearing. Nobody said John Cena is going to do what he did, or John Cena sell his soul. It's just like the symbolism to the 1, the 2, and then he never made it to 3 at Bad Blood. And the people were like, Cody was confused when he did 1, 2, but Jimmy, Roman, and a few other family members didn't really they weren't surprised. So the question is, was this already set up? Was this already set up? Was this already going to happen before then? Was this already the plan? Oh, this might have been the plan since WrestleMania. Since the last WrestleMania. This might have been the plan since last WrestleMania. And at this point in time, we're operating under the guise that this is what John Cena wanted. This is how he wanted to end his, his career as he's retiring. He wants to be a heel. He hasn't been a heel since circa 2003, going into early 2004. That's the last time we saw the leader of the Chain Gang, the Dr. Thugonomics, being a heel. I think people forgot that he was a heel in the early, really, really early on in the ruthless aggression era. After he got out the ugly tights and got rid of that little janky haircut he had, he was no longer the prototype. He was a heel, but then again, the prototype was a heel as well. But I mean, shout out to you going back to your roots. And if he does win number 17, he'll be on SmackDown, and that's where he was a heel. Honestly, I thought we would see heel Cena when they did the draft, 2016, 2017, and he got drafted to SmackDown, and I was like, oh, he's going home. Because he had got drafted to Raw and had been on Raw ever since. Like there was a moment where it was like he got drafted to SmackDown and then he got drafted right back to Raw. I thought when they got drafted to SmackDown, and this was like the height of Total Divas and Total Bellas and all that stuff, um, that he would become a heel then, but no. And somebody pointed out, hey, Bray Wyatt was right. It was like, shout out to Bray, we miss you. You look, he was right about this man. Now my question is, who's number 3? Is it Seth Rollins because he made it happen, or are we gonna see Seth versus CM Punk versus Roman because they're all scheduled to be on the same SmackDowns at the same time? So I guarantee we're gonna have a series of promos and vignettes leading up to March 21st and the 28th. I believe we're gonna have to build that story between all 3 of them. Is it who's number 3? It better not be Travis Scott. We don't want it. We don't want it. Pack it up, delicious. We don't want it. But John Cena's a heel. I still want my money that you said was going to be stoked out if hell ever froze over, you became a heel. Now here we are. I don't know. This is about to get messy. I'm going to enjoy it. We ride it down for Codarius because y'all didn't have to do the man like that. His daddy's watch, the belt with his daddy's death date on it. Clutch pearls, girl. Clutch pearls. This is messy. But what do y'all think about this heel turn? I feel like this is up there with like one of like the greatest heel turns to ever happen, in my opinion, because it was unexpected. He wasn't in the conversations, and they had been laying the groundwork, in my opinion, for us to see since Bad Blood. But I got a feeling like because certain people weren't surprised when The Rock came out of Bad Blood and did the 1, the 2, he never made it to 3. I have a feeling like this has been the plan or in the works since WrestleMania of last year. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't have any more for y'all. This was messy, and I'll catch y'all for the next one. Oh boy, they about to run this one into the ground. Cena, I would say I'm disappointed in you, but I think you about to make being bad just look so damn good. But Codarius, we praying for a speedy recovery because I know, I just know you got to pull something out. You got to pull something out of that bag of tricks to get them up off of you at this point.